One day, you look in the mirror and realize your body has changed, and nobody prepared you for how emotional that actually feels. Not just physically, but emotionally. Because suddenly, nothing feels familiar anymore. Welcome to Have I Got Something to Say? I'm your host, Roberta Zambelli. If you've been enjoying the podcast, make sure you're following on Apple or Spotify, and you can even subscribe on Substack. And if this episode resonates with you, share it with another woman who might need to hear it too. All right, let's get into it. I think one of the strangest parts about menopause is that nobody really warns women how emotionally disorienting it can feel. Everybody talks about hot flashes. Everybody talks about hormones. But nobody talks about what it feels like to look in the mirror one day and suddenly feel like you're unfamiliar to yourself. And it seems like it happens slowly until suddenly it doesn't. One day your clothes fit. The next day, nothing in your closet feels right anymore. You're standing there throwing clothes everywhere, thinking, wait a minute, how did this happen? And somehow it feels like it all changes at once. Your body changes, your energy changes, your sleep, your confidence, your skin, your hair, your emotions, and mentally, you're still trying to catch up with all of it. And let's talk about the hot flashes for a minute, because nobody prepared me for the intensity of suddenly feeling like my body was 1,000 degrees out of nowhere. You're opening the refrigerator and sticking your head in it. You're grabbing frozen vegetables and putting them on your forehead, underneath your arms, trying to stay cool. And you're thinking, what is happening to me? And then come the nights where you wake up completely drenched in sweat, feeling anxious, overwhelmed, emotional, exhausted, and honestly wondering if your life is falling apart. And the crying. Oh, the crying. You start thinking, is this it? Is life over now? Are my best years behind me? And meanwhile, you're still expected to perform normally. You still have work, meetings, dating, kids' activities, social events, hanging out with your girlfriends. Life keeps moving while you feel like your body is completely betraying you. And getting ready suddenly feels like a full-time job. You're doing your makeup the exact same way you always did, but somehow that doesn't work anymore. Mascara is all over your eyelids, and your eyeliner is halfway down your face. And the lipstick, well, suddenly that makes you feel like a clown. Your hair feels thinner, your skin feels drier, your eyebrows aren't as full as they used to be. And you keep trying vitamins, different products, different routines, hoping that something will magically fix everything overnight. And then there's the exhaustion, the naps, the feeling like you cannot even make it through your day anymore without one. I remember taking naps constantly because I just didn't have the energy anymore. And when you don't feel good in your own skin, everything affects you. How are you supposed to walk confidently into a business meeting when you don't even feel confident? How are you supposed to go out on a date feeling sexy when you barely recognize yourself? And yes, eventually you realize maybe you can't wear that little black dress anymore. And the high heels, well, that doesn't even feel like you anymore. And that's emotional too, because it's not really about the dress or the heels. It's your identity. You feel like you're slowly losing the version of yourself you recognized for so long. And honestly, I think that's the real fear underneath all of this. Not wrinkles, not gray hair, The real fear is, am I disappearing? And the answer is no. You are not disappearing. You are changing. And this does not make you any less of a woman. I think one of the hardest parts is nobody really talks honestly about this stage of life. Women are expected to keep functioning normally, while silently going through massive emotional and physical changes. And a lot of women feel completely alone in it. But eventually, if you take care of yourself and give yourself grace during this time, something shifts. The fog starts lifting. Your body settles down. You start recognizing yourself again, but differently. And honestly, there's something powerful about that too, because now you start taking care of yourself differently. You stop trying to chase the younger version of yourself, and you start appreciating the woman you are now becoming. You start getting dressed again and actually feeling excited about going out. You start finding clothes that actually work for you. You start feeling calmer, stronger, more grounded, more accepting of yourself. And eventually, you realize there is still a strong, vibrant, beautiful version of you underneath all of it. You survived it. You came through it. And now, you're not hiding anymore. You're coming out. If this episode resonated with you, make sure you're following on Apple or Spotify, or subscribe to Substack. And if you know a woman going through this stage of life, send this episode to her. Because sometimes the most powerful thing we can realize is that we are not alone in it. And remember, you're good.